What's up, everybody? This is Shifty. Gonna be doing an Ancient Apparition game today. AA is a support hero. You can also play a mid, but I feel like he's better as a support hero right now. He's fairly strong at the moment, I think. One of the best late game supports, that's for sure. His ult can be huge, especially with Aghs. Aghs is super core on this hero, and it's a pretty fun hero to play as well. So I definitely encourage you to try him out. Let's do a bit of review first of his skills, and then we'll get into the game. AA is a support hero for the most part. Probably best played as a lane support in the safe lane. You can also play a mid if you feel really strong in your abilities as an AA player. He's definitely not bad in that role. He really needs experience, so that's why he's good in a solo situation like this. As a safe lane support, you should probably be doing a lot of pulling and stacking because he really relies on getting a fast 6. Just briefly about his skills, his reason for being really is his Ice Blast, his ultimate. It is a magic damage ability that's upgraded by Aghs, and Aghs is super core on AA. It is the only item that you always get because it is so huge on this hero. So Ice Blast, the duration, as you can see, is 8, 9, 10, but with Scepter it's 17, which is just huge. It's a massive difference. It deals a bit of damage, and if the unit goes below a certain percent in health, it instantly kills them. So, as you can see, it's 10, 11, 12% as you level the skill up. Deals a significant amount of damage, but it's hard to land, but it is global. So huge ability, does take some practice to land correctly, but very strong, especially with an Aghanims. His other skills are really mana expensive. You have Cold Feet, which is a stun, also deals a little bit of damage, has a decent cast range. You want to lane AA with a disabler preferably because you guarantee that Cold Feet goes off. It also combos well with Yules, which is a great item for AA. So you can Cold Feet and then Yules, and you guarantee that your Cold Feet goes off. That's especially good as a mid laner because it gives you solo killing potential. You have Ice Vortex. It deals it doesn't deal damage, but it increases magic damage in the area and the radius of the Ice Vortex. It's a pretty small radius, 275. It does slow as well. So it's great for comboing with your Cold Feet, and also if your allies have magic damage, it significantly amps, like 30%. It's a huge amount of increase in magic damage. Chilling Touch, great laning ability especially. You get 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks that deal bonus damage as magical damage. Goes through spell immunity as well. So also reduces your attack speed though, so it's pretty good in the early game for harass especially. Does help you with last hitting if you're in the mid lane, for example. So let's talk briefly about the items that you want to get. Almost always you want to go with a Midas first, probably Tranquils into Midas. Midas is really needed on this hero because you're so level dependent, but also you have no ability to farm whatsoever. There's no skill that you can really use to farm except you can Chilling Touch yourself and deal some extra damage to creeps, but it's not good at all. So to get your fast Aghs and to speed level, you really need a Midas. Don't care if people flame you for being selfish as a support, you really need this Midas. Of course, you do need to buy wards, especially if you get a terrible situation in your pubs where you're the solo support or something like this. You obviously need to buy wards, but you want to get a Midas as soon as possible. After that, you always go for Aghs unless you're doing pretty well and you're looking for solo kill potential, in which case you get a Yules. But usually you'll get an Aghs first and then a Yules, or reverse, you'll get a Yules first and then an Aghs. I have this blink here just because I blinked around the map a bit to get this video all sorted up, but it's not bad to go a mobility item as well. You can get a force or a blink if you feel like you need that. That will usually come after the Yules and the Aghs though. And then, you know, general late game items for a caster like a Shiva's, for example. Scythe of Ice is always good, stuff like this. Eventually you want to get, you know, Boots of Travel, stuff like that. So pretty standard items late game wise. Just show you briefly the abilities. So Ice Vortex, you can see he's slowed, but you can also see the radius is quite small. It's just this area right here. So radius is pretty small. And I'll show you also the Chilling Touch. So this is me, just refresh. This is me auto-attacking the Alchemist without Chilling Touch. Now we're at level 25, so it won't be as noticeable as when you're doing it. And you can see the 80 bonus damage and does hurt a bit more. So anyway, really good in laning. You know, doesn't always combo well with heroes if they want to rely on attack speed, but it's a pretty decent ability, especially in lane. Cold Feet. So here's the combo that I was talking about with Yules. Cold Feet, Yules. You can see it pretty much guarantees that it goes off. And then of course Ice Blast, I'll take him down to boom, boom. Okay. And boom, insta kill. So huge ability. I'll show you also the huge radius it gets. It increases in radius depending on how far it travels. So you can do some pretty cool plays with this if you are good with the ability, if you can properly anticipate movement. You can see it's going to be huge right now. Look at this massive radius on the Ice Blast. So anyway, that's AA briefly about his skills, abilities, and items, etc. So without further ado, let's get back into the game.
Life Stealer.
No, you need to go mid now because we don't have a fucking green.
Yes.
Or if you really want, I can go mid, but it's not that great.
Yes. 30 seconds to go.
This is gonna be a rough game. You can already tell. It's gonna be rough as fuck. But that's okay. It's our first game, unranked. Who gives a shit, etc. And here's a PA, so that's great. Looks like maybe I get this uncontested because people are slow.
As you will.
He warded that spot, and I'm pretty sure. Just FYI.
Ice flows. As you require.
It was ours all along.
Your top tower is in trouble.
It's the dumbest gank I've ever seen, but that's okay. Unfortunately, I can't really leave him alone to go pull. When he last hits with searing arrows, it's so fucking hard to do anything about it, really.
Invisibility.
As you will.
I need to get this lane back under control, so that's why I'm pulling. Luckily they did not block, so that's always good. Kind of backfired because I can't really stand next to them, unfortunately. But at the very least, it's giving my so anyway, this affords me this, but I really also need some fucking sentries. This is fucking rough. It's gonna be rough as shit. It's no detection, so we're gonna have to go for Necro. Oh, we don't have detection. You can't go on him. I'm gonna have to do stack pull, because if I pull through, they're just gonna fuck me, so. Let's see about this, though. We need, Slardar. So now you just wasted a bunch of time. For me and for him, it's really not a useful use of our time.
Your mid tower's in a bit of a bind. As you will.
I have like no health. Okay, good. I have to go back now. But that's really good. That gave me so much. Now I can afford more wood. I can start making this. I can even carry one of these. I'm gonna buy a little bit of extra items because I got that kill, so I can afford it. But after the tranquils, I'm gonna have to rush Midas pretty ASAP. This is usually the build that I go.
The other fella's aiming to wreck your bottom tower. Your bottom tower ain't long for this world.
It's not worth it for you to single pull like that. You're just pushing the wave. It's gonna be harder for you now.
Of course. As you say.
This should make my life easier.
Spoil that shot.
As you will.
Gives me solo EXP, so that's good. Not anymore, but
Your mid tower needs a little help. Yes.
A mounted bow will always end with war.
Might want to check your bottom tower. Your bottom tower's in a tight spot. We're needing to smash that bottom tower of yours. Your mid tower ain't doing too well. Have fun trying to bust down radiant structures now. Your bottom tower's in a tight spot. Hope you weren't partial to your bottom tower. Of course. Two down.
oh, he went the shitty fucking idiot build. Oh god, that's so bad.
Ice flows.
Biggest retard build.
Your mid tower's coming apart. I gamble as you request.
Okay, like their whole team is here now.
As you say.
Chosen for death.
I have no mana to contribute, unfortunately. I'm just gonna actually go back. In 9 seconds I can blast, but that's about it.
Regeneration.
It's really stupid to chase like that. It's really dumb. Anyway, what does he have? He's got Crush. Okay, that's fine.
Hate to be your mid tower right about now. Your mid tower needs a little help.
What an idiot. Why would you TP in there?
In vigilance. Hate to be your mid tower right about now. Bad news about your mid tower.
No, not you. I'm talking the Slardar. He just TP'd into the worst position. It's not a good move, man.
Your mid
Maybe afraid them. He didn't afraid them. So...
As you will. Your mid tower's coming apart.
Yeah, but he was there, wasn't he?
Shadow.
I do not want him to steal that, so I'm just gonna put a vortex here. Just for safety.
Somebody's on a roll.
Well, I have failed the veil.
So, I got a GTFO.
A soldier's fortune. Somebody's on a roll.
You're like just running into the worst position. Like you don't have to be there. There's no reason for you to be there.
So much for your top tower.
Nicely.
They needed to smash that bottom tower of yours. Of course. Of course.
Someone's gotta clean this shit up because they're fucking idiots. Just running around doing kills. Oh, why not TP to the mid instead? No, we're gonna TP here. Because everyone needs to be holding hands all the time, right?
Your mid tower ain't doing too well. How about that?
It's not worth diving that hard for kills, guys. Come on. Stop dying for kills. It's not worth. These guys, man, so fucking frustrating to be playing with people like this.
This many trees in a long time. The spirit moves me. Of course, sister. Almost feel bad for your top tower. The other fella failed to wreck your bottom tower. Going to go.
Shadows take us.
Your top tower's hurting you. Your mid tower ain't doing too well.
It's way too hard. That lifestealer has too much. I didn't check his items, but he's got too much. So always Midasing big creeps because we need that sweet XP, which is basically all we're going for here. It's not gonna be enough.
As you say.
Maybe with Aghs, but certainly not without Aghs.
Your bottom tower ain't long for this world. The Dire went and fortified their structures. Your bottom tower.
Seeing stars.
Okay.
There was a price on your head.
Radiant's toughened up their structures.
It's one of the rules of AA. Throw more rather than less blasts. It's no use waiting for the perfect opportunity, because you're just going to be sitting there and not doing shit when you could be
The other
actually
fellow's
doing
top
shit.
tower won't be making trouble no more.
The phantom strikes.
Hide.
The spirit moves me. Cascade.
Regeneration.
How about that? Blessed Radiant structures must have been fortified.
As you say.
How about that? Nothing left of the other fella's mid-tower.
Yeah, that's a little bit too aggressive, son.
Invisibility.
And by a little, I mean a crazy amount.
The prize is mine.
All these assists. The assist king.
As you require. Yes.
The other fella's bottom tower's gone for good.
Of thoughts. Yes. Of course. Blessed ways. Ice flows. Cascade. Bitterly. Ice preserves you. Cold's fire.
Double damage.
Trouble. Roche won't be stomping around no more thanks to the dire.
Let's keep that between us.
Haunted by.
Okay, Midas once more, and I've got my Aghs. Big old stack.
A soldier's fortune. Yes. Scepter like a sharp ice. Of course.
Take me!
Yeah, I think this is game. draft is so much better than ours that this was a needlessly hard game, but there you go.
I didn't come here to see my enemies grow rich.
The other fellas lost at mid-tower. Just like that. Might want to check your bottom tower. Them dire buildings are tough as nails for now. Radiant's gone and fortified their structures. The bottom tower's in a tight spot. There goes one of the other fellas mid-tower. The other fella's mid-rags won't be. The other fella's mid-rags is done.
As you will.
Someone's pissed off.
Ice flows. Cascade.
The other fellas couldn't save that top tower. Think they get the picture? The other fella's bottom tower. Nothing but fragments now. That's in a row. The other fella's bottom tower's done for. The other fella's bottom rack is done for good. The other fella's bottom rack. Seriously, I lost count.
Well, now it's just getting a little bit stompy.
The other fella's top tower had a little accident. That did it for the other fella's top. The other fella's top racks is done for. Now we got a serious case of the mega creeps. So much for the Radiant's courier.
The train.
Poor little fella.
slow defeat.
Nothing left of the other fella's mid tower. Let's just say it's a winning streak. Dyer's done it again.
Okay. It's okay build, or okay game. Carry Klasny Enos. Okay. Let's see, I got kind of pissed off and built every kind of boot. That's interesting. So that's the Ancient Apparition game, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to comment below. What do you think of Ancient Apparition in 6.85? Do you think he's more viable, less viable? It's definitely a hero that I enjoy playing. I think he's a lot of fun, so I encourage you to go out and give it a shot. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.